Hi, this is Ed Bechtel. I'm here at the Slayton Library, representing Bechtel's Pharmacy. We're doing our monthly diabetes lecture. Today's talk is entitled Lace Up and Fight the Fat. We'll start off with a little bit of a review about the types of diabetes. With some exceptions, diabetics basically fall into two classes. Type 1, where your body doesn't make any insulin. You have to take insulin from an outside source to live. And type 2, where your body doesn't use the insulin properly. If you're not sure what type you have, we can probably figure it out from the medications that you're taking. So what should your blood sugars be? Your fasting blood sugar in the morning should be between 70 and 130 or 70 and 125, depending on which guidelines you're following. And your blood sugar an hour or two after you eat should be below 180. Now, how do we keep our blood sugars in those ranges? Some people call it the three-legged stool approach. There's three things that we need to do to keep our sugars normal, and that would be eating healthy, exercising, and taking your medications. Now you notice that 2 out of those 3 are totally under your control. The third one, your medications, you need help from your doctor and your pharmacist, but even that, it's up to you to take your medications. So is your weight keeping you in your diabetes danger zone? If so, it's time to fight the fat. For most patients living with diabetes, their weight affects their blood sugar. One rises or falls, so does the other. Losing weight can help you get your blood sugar levels under control and improve your health. Losing even a small amount of weight can result in better blood sugar control, reduce your blood pressure, and improve your cholesterol, reduce joint pain in your hips, ankles, and feet, boost your energy levels, improve breathing, and better overall quality of life. Losing as little as 5 to 10% of your body weight can make a significant difference in your health. For someone weighing 200 pounds, losing 5 to 10% of their weight would be 10 to 20 pounds. Did you know that carrying 50 extra pounds is like carrying 10 5-pound bags of sugar with you at all times? You can lose 1 pound a week simply by cutting 500 calories a day from your usual intake. If you cut 1,000 calories a day, that would be 2 pounds a week. The basics of weight loss are simple. You must eat and drink fewer calories than your body burns off. You may be wondering how many calories you need to consume to help you lose weight. On average, women need approximately 1,200 to 1,500 calories per day, and men 1,500 to 1,800 calories a day. That would be to maintain your weight. So if you want to lose weight, if you're used to consuming 1,500 calories to maintain your weight, going on a 1,000 calorie diet, you would lose a pound a week. So you should know how to distribute your calories. This is a sample breakdown of a 1,500 calorie diet. Remember, it's important to eat 3 meals a day and work in 2 or 3 snacks if needed. Snacks can be helpful to prevent low blood sugar levels between meals. It can also help you from getting too hungry before the next meal, so you don't overeat. That's my problem. A lot of times I skip lunch, and then when it comes to dinner, what about carbs? I mean, with diabetes, we're always conscious of our carbohydrates. So you may want to limit your carbs to help with your blood sugar. There are 3 groups of nutrients in our food that give us calories: carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. If you notice there, fats, are loaded with calories. So do you still need to count carbohydrates if you're limiting calories for weight loss? The answer is yes. Even though some foods such as fruit and low-fat or fat-free milk are low in calories, they also contain carbohydrates. Actually, if you look at the labels, if you look at whole milk and 1% milk, because they've taken the fat out of the milk, it actually concentrates the sugars. So if you look at the labels, low-fat milk has higher carbs because the fat's gone. Consuming too much at one time can cause your blood sugar levels to increase. Remember to count total carbohydrates from meals and snacks to ensure you're within your recommended limit. So, how can you decrease your caloric intake and start to lose weight? Portion control. One of my fraternity brothers was about 250 pounds, and he just went on a portion control diet. Ate all the same things that he always ate, and just ate what would be considered normal serving sizes. And he lost like 50 pounds, which he was on disability because he had back pain, and he's now at the point where he could probably go back to work, although he can't find a job. But he hurt his back moving a washer, and then he put on the weight, and then he went, so. But just portion control, he was able to lose a substantial amount of weight. Eat more low-calorie foods, non-starchy vegetables, fruit, lean meats and proteins, low-fat and fat-free milk and dairy. Eat less high-calorie sources, starches and starchy vegetables, high-fat meat and proteins, whole milk, fats, sugary drinks, sweets, and pastries. A few years ago, the government did away with the food pyramid, and now we use the plate method for meal planning. So a quick, easy way to practice portion control is by using the plate method. You fill half your plate with colorful, non-starchy vegetables. Fill a quarter of your plate with starch, preferably things from whole grains. And fill a quarter of your plate with lean meat or a meat substitute. So they say eat a rainbow. So there's your rainbow. There are 2 key points to remember when choosing your non-starchy vegetables: color and variety. Non-starchy vegetables are low in calories, with only about 25 calories per serving. They're also high in fiber and provide a variety of vitamins and minerals to keep your body healthy. Fill at least half your plate with choices from this group. Starch will make up the last quarter of your plate. This includes 2 categories of food: anything made from wheat, oats, barley, rye, corn, and rice, such as cereals, pasta, and bread, and a group of vegetables that are higher in starch content than the non-starchy vegetables. These starchy foods provide 80 calories and 15 grams of carbohydrates per serving. It's important to recognize starches, since these can increase your blood sugar if too much is eaten at one time. Examples of starchy vegetables are dried beans and peas, canned, fresh, or frozen, corn, green peas, lima beans, potatoes, and winter squash. Note that these have a different texture and feel in the mouth than non-starchy vegetables and are usually not as colorful. When these vegetables are cooked, the water will become slightly thickened. That's just a few ways you can help identify a starchy vegetable from a non-starchy vegetable. When we were planning our menu for the last camping trip, we were going to have meat and mashed potatoes, and the boys wanted corn, and our scoutmaster said, "Oh, you want starch with your starch." So then we changed to green beans instead. Protein is a second food group that we consider when using the plate method. We can get protein from both animal and plant sources. Both include choices that are high in fat and calories, so be sure to make a healthy decision. When choosing animal sources of protein, choose lean cuts of meat with minimal white marbling. Remove visible fat and skin from the poultry and meat. Bake, broil, or grill, and include fish at least twice a week, preferably not fried. And a 3 to 4 ounce serving of lean meat provides approximately 200 calories. So how large is a serving of meat? A quarter of your plate? The palm of your hand? 3 to 4 ounces?
It's a trick question.
Trick question. All of the above. You can use any of those.
I was sure of the 2 and the 3. So
Yeah.
be all of them.
You should try to choose at least half of your daily grain intake from whole wheat or whole grain products. Select breads and cereals with at least 2 to 4 grams of fiber per serving. Fiber is digested slowly and will keep you feeling full longer, resulting in decreased hunger throughout the day. It can also improve health conditions such as high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and diabetes. Fruit should be a part of a healthy diet. It's naturally sweet and a good alternative to high-calorie sweets. It provides a great source of fiber, vitamins, and minerals. One serving of fruit provides 60 calories and 15 grams of carbohydrate. Use caution when choosing dried fruit, since it can provide many calories and carbs in a much smaller quantity than fresh, frozen, or canned fruit. When buying canned fruit, remember to choose options that are packed in juice instead of syrup. Syrup is just added sugar, calories, and carbs. Or, a lot of times you'll find things in a light syrup instead of the regular syrup. That'll a little healthier. The milk group includes milk, yogurt, cheese, cottage cheese, and pudding. The main ingredients provided by this group are calcium and vitamin D. There are studies that indicate that these nutrients can help with weight loss, but the jury's still out. Either way, these nutrients are important to maintaining good health. If you choose not to have foods from this group, you can get calcium from other food sources such as dark green vegetables, canned salmon, calcium fortified almond or soy milk, and dried beans. Fats used in cooking are a dense and concentrated source of calories that pack a large amount in a small serving. Use as little fat as possible and always choose liquid oils over solid lard or shortening. These are lower in saturated fat and cholesterol, and which can increase your risk of heart disease. And when counting calories, many of us tend to overlook what's in our drinks. One of the easiest ways to eliminate unwanted calories is to cut out liquid calories. Drinking 4 20-ounce colas a day is enough to make you gain 2 pounds a week. If you switch to a zero-calorie drink such as Diet Coke, water, or unsweetened tea, you can lose 2 pounds a week. Even the calories in fruit juice can add up. Contrary to what many believe, liquid calories do not curb hunger. You won't eat any less after consuming a high-calorie drink. Did you know a large sweet tea from McDonald's has 300 calories? A 20-ounce Gatorade has 130 calories. Snacking between meals is allowed, but be careful not to sabotage your hard work at mealtime by snacking mindlessly on high-calorie treats between meals. Try to limit snacking to 100 calories per snack between meals and at bedtime. You know, some people, will say, if you don't eat after dinner, you'll lose weight, that because if the calories you consume after dinner, they get turned right into fat. Well, it doesn't matter what time of day you eat. If you consume more calories than you're going to burn off, your body's going to turn that to fat. That's the way your body stores extra energy. But the things that we tend to eat when we're sitting in front of the TV tend to be, loaded with fat. Chips and ice cream, and eating after dinner. If you're going to eat after dinner, eat popcorn or something like that. That's not going to be, full of extra calories. And my wife's saying, "Yeah, why don't you?" He said nothing. You were thinking it though. So, even if you only cut 100 calories a day out of your diet, that could help you to lose 10 pounds in 1 year. So here are a few simple ways to cut 100 calories a day. Switch from whole milk to 1% or fat-free milk. Switch from regular pork sausage to low-fat turkey sausage. Use a sugar substitute like Splenda instead of sugar in your coffee. Limit your meat portions to 3 or 4 ounces. Choose diet soda instead of regular soda, or better yet, even water. Switch from butter or margarine to cooking spray when cooking. When making sandwiches or burgers, skip the cheese. Choose a small order of fries instead of the large order. Split a meal when eating out, or take half your meal home and save it for later. Before you begin a new weight loss plan, it's important to work closely with your healthcare provider While you're losing weight, your blood sugar and medications may need special attention to prevent any potential complications. Keep your healthcare provider informed of any changes in your blood sugar as you change your eating habits and begin your journey to a healthy weight. The other thing, a lot of people will, they'll go on strict diets to lose weight. But that's only like half of the equation. It's calories in and calories out. So it's important, you're adjusting your diet, but you may want to get some extra exercise too. Even if that's just some light resistance exercises, lifting some light weights, or even doing like isometrics where you push one part of the body against the other to help build muscle. It burns calories, and if you build muscle, the muscle burns off calories faster than fat. So, the exercise part of it is important too. Although that's not really part of the talk today. And then today's recipe was chocolate peanut butter milkshake.
That was short today.
Yeah, that was short today. But yeah, it's and eating healthy for someone who's diabetic and for
Milked the cow and brought it in. And when my grandmother had a butter churn, we do the churn thing. And it seemed like it took forever. For you, when you were real little. That was when we were little kids,
yeah, when your attention span was 87 seconds.
I know.